What's going on, guys? UB here, checking in for another video. So I'm at uni at the minute, so doing this voiceover from uni, term started, and yep, let's get into it. So this is actually my first workout after my trip from Morocco, so it is from a couple of weeks back. And I just wanted to show you my rotator cuff routine, guys. I've said in a previous video, it's always really important to warm up your rotator cuffs to prevent injury, and also just so you feel warm. I feel like you're all stronger as you're loosening up into sets. So I just do a couple of cable outward pulls and just a couple of pull-ups, just because I find sometimes doing pull-ups makes my rotator cuff, shoulders and overall upper body just loosen up a bit more, and then a couple of those overhand ones. I really feel them, and I feel like doing rotator cuff work with cables, especially the outer hand ones in comparison with dumbbells, is a lot more beneficial because of constant tension, and the gravity is pushing down on the dumbbell when you're pulling out, so it's not really resisting the outward pull or abduction of your arm with the rotator cuff. So yeah, I just started warming up on flat barbell bench. Aim today was just to see where my strengths are. I get a good pump with some upper chest work, some flat bench strength work, and also some decline bench work, which you'll see it's pretty high volume chest work actually. So yeah, just warmed up with 60 kilograms or 135 pounds there, and then moved on to 80 kilos. I'm not sure what that is in pounds, maybe 185. Yeah, it's going alright, but I wanted to talk about my wrist position in this. So I'm zooming in here, and look how my wrist is cocked back. That's not a good position for your wrist to be in, guys. I hadn't benched for a while, I guess, but still my form shouldn't be that bad. I did have some wrist pain after, and my little brother actually was like, maybe it's your wrist position. I'm watching it back because completely is from my wrist position. I don't really want to just rely on wrist straps, but I may have to do that because I was experiencing some wrist pain. This is my working set of 90 kilos, which usually isn't too bad. And I think that was the fourth rep I had to get my little brother to spot me there, so that wasn't great. I should have just stopped at 3, to be honest. And then we moved on to some upper chest work. Just going back onto the strength on barbell bench. In my last chest video, I hit 90 for a really comfortable 7, and I should have got 8. So yeah, the strength's coming back quick. So when people take time off and they're really worried about getting smaller or weaker, don't worry, guys. It's only a matter of weeks before it actually fully comes back. I can talk more about that in a different video. Yeah, this was just one of my warm-up sets. I'm just getting a really good stretch and a really good squeeze. And yeah, my strength's gone up, and my body weight hasn't really increased too much either. So yeah, and then I did this exercise here. So it's a decline flies, and then when I'm fully fatigued with the flies, then I go into decline press. I've tried flat dumbbell flies, I've tried incline dumbbell flies, but I just feel like with it sounds really stupid saying it, but just with how gravity works, I don't feel like there's too much tension during the range of movement with the flat flies and the incline flies. I feel a lot more tension on these decline flies, and particularly just really trying to squeeze during the middle. And when you're fully fatigued, I go to presses, and this is only 20 kilograms, and I was really struggling on the presses towards the end, so that does show that it is definitely fatiguing my chest out. It's a bit of a nuisance getting them up in that position. It's usually better if you've got a spotter and he's handling them to you, but yeah. And then we moved on to dips, as you can see. So I've got a dumbbell in my feet, which was preventing full range of motion, but was adding some overload there, but because there wasn't a belt with the chain attachment, so I ended up just dropping that out my feet after a couple of reps, and just getting full range of motion, good stretch, good squeeze on the thing. Unfortunately, this dip machine doesn't actually have a adjustable wider and narrower grip to focus more on triceps, narrower and wider on the chest, but if you lean forward you get a great chest activation anyway. Then moved on to this press for my last sort of pressing movement. You can vary the height of the bench, and depending on the height I feel like you get a different sort of feeling. So if you're pushing from your upper chest, you feel it more in your upper chest, and therefore the lower you go, the lower you feel it. And whether that has a direct impact on where you build muscle in your chest is debatable, but still it's nice to have an overall pump all over the chest and hit it from all angles. So after getting a few of those out, I moved on to this superset here, which was just a pec deck, trying to get a good stretch and good squeeze again, just really get some good chest activation. I do really like this pec deck. Sometimes I prefer it to the cable flies, sometimes I don't. I'll talk more about the cable flies again, but yeah, just getting some good quality reps out, really controlling the weight here, trying to get some great chest activation. And guys, it's really important to include flies in your routine. A lot of people neglect them, but it is really important. It hits the chest in a different way, and it does recruit a lot of muscle fibers. Like a full contraction is going to be where you've brought your humerus fully across your body, and when you bench, just like Chris Jones always says, if you just sit there and contract your chest just by pushing, like reenacting a one-arm bench, I then superset it with push-ups. Not till failure, around about RP 8, just to get some more blood, some more volume in the chest. It was my first workout back after holiday, so I just wanted to really hit the chest hard. So yeah, if you contract your chest just by like mimicking a bench press, just by pushing forward like that, then you can and you feel your chest contraction. It's not as much as where if you bring your arm fully across your body there, it's not a full contraction, just bringing it there. Bringing your humerus fully across your body is what's going to give you the biggest chest contraction, if that makes sense. So yeah, don't neglect flies. I'm not saying you can't get a great chest without flies, but I think it'll be easier to get a great chest with flies. So yeah, speaking of flies, I did this last cable superset. I had to speed it up, otherwise it would have been a really long clip. It was pretty much like a giant set. So what I did was I started on doing like working the lower chest, bringing it from the top down and flying in. Then I moved it to the bottom, working on the upper chest, flying upwards, really focusing on retracting my scapula and just really focusing with my mind to try and get some mind muscle connection in the upper chest. And then I moved the cables in the middle and just got the overall chest activation really. So yeah, all of them were drop sets as well, pretty much till failure because it was the end of my workout. And yeah, sometimes it's just nice to bump the intensity up, get a really good burn. And yeah, try this guys and let me know what you think. Anyways, that's the last exercise in this chest workout. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Leave any feedback, positive or negative, as long as it's constructive. Leave a like if you want and subscribe for more videos. Alright guys, that's been me, UB, signing out. Cheers guys, peace.